that book, so it's a small
Aaliyah
computer,
Elshear
so
does a
it's
lot of her
in
work
plus.
in a library,
Do you hit all the floors?
Yes.
but she's not a librarian, and her approach can sometimes catch those buried in a book off guard.
Mind if I sit down and talk to you for a bit?
About what?
I just wanted to tell you what I do. I'm a social worker.
She is, in fact, a social worker, reaching out to the homeless, who in bigger numbers than ever find sanctuary at Chicago Public Libraries.
The library is a wonderful resource for them. It's warm, it's comfortable, welcoming, there's lots to do here.
And so the library, along with the group Thresholds, started a program right here for the homeless.
We see this program as a natural extension of our willingness to be that safety net for people.
People like Elia Casil, who lost his job as a maintenance man a year ago, then lost his apartment and is now homeless.
It's hard to raise enough money, get another job to raise enough money, get another apartment.
And so Aaliyah will try to help Casil
We'll meet tomorrow.
and many others find the very basic services they need.
It could be that they're interested in applying for food stamps. They want a medical card. They want case management. They want, socks. They want housing, yeah.
You see some of the same folks over and over again?
Definitely, yes.
And that helps build some trust?
Yes, yes, it does.
And that trust is vital because many of the homeless here have pride and just want to be left alone. But Aaliyah Elshear continues to make connections gently.
What a desire I really have, and it's a personal desire, is that instead of the homeless being ignored, that we actually see them. And it's not a dollar bill or it's not some change. It's actually a meal and a conversation.
You remember this deal, a cash crunch Chicago earned $1 billion to hand over its parking meter business to a private firm for 75 years.
The city made a lot of money. That's what this is all about, right? Big bucks in revenue, right? Not about the consumer.
As for ComEd's bright idea, Paris Jones says it seems more like something cooked up behind closed doors. ComEd says it's a good deal.
Well, that's ComEd.
Does it seem noble? Does it seem the way people should do business?
No, not at all.
What does it seem like to you?
A scam.
And as we talk to folks around town, what's this deal sound like to you?
Like a bribe. Kind of like, almost like a bribe.
They kept drawing similar conclusions.
It sounds like they're trying to buy their way into making more money.
So you think that they're trying to wheel and deal?
Yeah, they're being slick because when people are desperate, isn't that how loan sharks get involved in people's lives?
In reality, there is nothing closed door about ComEd's proposal. It's offering the cash-strapped state $500 million in exchange for an 8% rate hike frozen for 4 years. It's also promising to spend $1 billion to build a more efficient power grid.
It's a good time to be bold when everyone knows that the state is strapped for money.
According to the utility, ComEd requires a mechanism for fair recovery of its actual and reasonable costs. Can you understand how they want to earn money?
I do understand that they want to earn money, but at what expense?
This is a bad deal for Illinois consumers.
We had an open-door meeting with the Citizens Utility Board, which is putting its opposition in the spotlight.
It would basically strip the Illinois Commerce Commission of its ability to fairly set rates.
I think it says that the time is ripe to try to rip off government.
Statements you'll hear around town.
Here's the thing, just don't let anybody see us walk it out together, okay? That's it.
Hi, Mars! I love you so much!
They shed tears of relief as Marcia Shulian, missing since Wednesday, steps into the arms of her loved ones.
I am just so relieved. We've dodged a major bullet, and I pray to God, and there are miracles.
Everything's okay.
Shulian's family had been circulating flyers about her disappearance. Police say she and her husband were helping a friend move into a Hyde Park condo when she simply vanished. Authorities raised red flags because Shulian left her purse, identification, and cell phone behind. Did someone hurt you?
No, no one hurt me.
Where were you all this time?
I was at a mission for homeless, and quite eye-opening experience, actually. They're phenomenal people there, very kind.
Thank you so much.
The family is also extremely thankful to community activist Andrew Holmes, Ironically, he was preparing to distribute flyers about a missing Shulian when he stumbled across her by chance.
I just thank God, you know, that I was in the area and at that time and place.
Holmes was driving near the Pacific Garden Mission on South Canal when he recognized a wandering figure nearby as the woman he was trying to locate.
And I took one good look at her, got about a half a block and looked at my picture, made a U-turn.
And how did you and Andrew hook up?
I was just out walking, trying to walk leg cramps out.
She said, all I need is a Diet Pepsi. I said, ma'am, I will get you a Diet Pepsi. Just let me contact Area 1 Chicago Police Department and then contact your mother.
Family members say Shulian, a systems analyst, was stressed in recent weeks by finances and possible medical concerns, which contributed to their fears of the worst. Is this like her to just walk off?
Just something snapped. Just a lot of pressure in life, and that's it. And that's just not and very uncommon for her.
And Mr. Holmes, where do people like that come from? He was sent to us by God.
Okay, we added the music, but the concept of the city's first mobile cupcake van is based on the old-fashioned ice cream truck.
Can I have a McDreamy, please?
Just like your neighborhood ice cream vendor, the
back.
owners of Flirty Cupcakes simply set up shop and watch the children, or in this case, the adults, come running.
We're on the streets and people are like, there's the truck, except they're running in heels now and not bare feet.
Today's first stop is at Lake in Michigan. Before the day is over, the van will make 3 more stops. Where they park depends on where they're invited by their Facebook and Twitter fans, who have lots of requests.
How do you determine which locations to choose? Based on what?
So we choose based on where the volume of the most people will be. So during lunch, downtown is one of the best areas. At night, we are finding that the neighborhoods like Wicker Park are great.
And they're constantly tweeting updates.
Hurry and get your cupcakes while they last.
I just saw it and knew it was going to be right outside our office building, so we decided to come down.
I was actually on the way to a meeting, and I just saw the cupcakes looking lovely over there, and
Why a mobile store as opposed to a brick and mortar?
The startup cost was a lot less.
About $30,000 to customize the van and rent kitchen space, as opposed to some $65,000 to rent a store, buy kitchen equipment, and decorate it. Plus, there's something special about a cupcake truck roaming the city.
Especially with the summer coming and people are going to be outside a lot more, it's going to be a wonderful thing. The H Games.
Gotta go racers. You're timed. It's an obstacle course. You have to go all the way through around the obstacle course, grab the toilet paper, put it in the bucket.
These things have a little more speed than you expect.
You don't ride it, you race the toilets.
Number 1 team, keep your pads on. Gonna take the curves tight. Don't flood.
I'm watching the techniques.
If you don't make it look like the model badge, you get time added to your time. So.
Stop talking, grab it!
It's about form and function this year.
You need to grab these beer pads.
Make sure that the hospital corners are correct.
I told y'all shouldn't let me do it!
Make sure the zippers are at the bottom.
That was a very risky mistake.
Make sure the sheets are taut and
They gotta redo everything.
Make sure that all the specifics that the guests would see when they walked into the room would be perfect for them.
That's all messed up. And I pretty much got it in the bag.
It's not important at all to win. It's just about having fun.
Well, today we have our laughing yoga class.
All right, sweetie.
Laughing yoga is a concept that was created by a medical doctor in 1995.
Yeah, make sure you laugh.
He wanted to harness the benefits of laughter.
Right, got it, please, sir. We'll get one.
Whether it's real or fake laughter, your body still gets all the benefits. We go through these exercises where we're laughing, and it usually becomes real laughter.
Very good, very good. Yay!
They start off a little skeptical, but usually they join in heartily and enthusiastically by the end. Increased oxygen throughout your body, which is a benefit, as well as circulation. Stress hormones are reduced, and the feel-good hormones like endorphins are increased.
I think it's great.
I've enjoyed it very much. It gives you a new level.
Tilly, did you enjoy this?
Children laugh 4,000 times a day approximately, and adults laugh 15 times a day. We need to laugh more.